Well, hello. I will start out this video with discussing the terms global warming and climate change. The problem with these terms is they can be exploited since they are predictions and so are open to debate, even spurious debate. These terms refer to predictions and not causes. The causes of what's occurring to the climate is what matters. Adding stuff to a mix changes the mix. If you add chlorine to a pool, it changes the water's characteristics. It does not simply vanish into some netherworld. And this is true for any substance you add to a mix. And also, the more of something you add, the greater the change. This is just common sense. The greenhouse effect is beyond dispute. The presence of an atmosphere is what causes the greenhouse effect. This is why the average temperature on Earth is around 59 degrees Fahrenheit, while on the moon it only averages around minus 4 degrees Fahrenheit. Atmospheric gases act similar to greenhouse structures. That's how the term came about. The greenhouse effect can be experienced in everyday life. Step into a closed-up car that has been sitting in the summer sun for a few hours, or you step into a greenhouse and you will experience firsthand a greenhouse effect. It'll be warmer. The same thing with winter temperatures. Since cloud cover is part of the planetary greenhouse effect, you probably will have noticed that the coldest winter nights are those which have clear skies. And this has nothing to do with wind chill, that's something altogether different. All gases have unique properties. Some gases are known to be better at trapping the thermal energies that typically pass through the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide just happens to be one of those gases. Having been discovered in the mid 1600s by John Baptist von Helmont means its properties have been studied for centuries. We burn billions of tons of coal, oil, and natural gas, which produces billions of tons of exhaust gases. It does not vanish into some other world, it goes into the atmosphere. 10 billion tons of carbon dioxide is produced by human actions each year. That's 10 billion. Half of the carbon dioxide, or 5 billion tons, is absorbed by the environment, plants, the oceans, rocks. But 5 billion tons is left in the atmosphere is still a heck of a lot of carbon dioxide. And it does not vanish. It's real. It's there. It's in the air. An extra 5 billion tons a year will affect the atmosphere. Just the same as adding chlorine to a pool will affect the pool's water. It's just a physical reality. It's also common sense. Now, real-time direct sampling and recording of atmospheric carbon dioxide has been taking place since the mid-50s. Direct, real-time measurements of CO2 levels in the atmosphere is free of the uncertainty that you can get from ice core or tree ring analysis. Even if we ignore the historical analysis, we still have a rise of 19% in carbon dioxide just since the mid-50s. And if there's any doubt about the veracity of the data, some of the original sampling machines can be, cross-checked for accuracy. They're still around. The wavelengths of the incoming solar energy centers around 0.6 micrometers, while the Earth's output centers around 10 micrometers. Combine the two and you get this graph, with incoming on the right and outgoing on the left. So, what is the inescapable result of increasing greenhouse gases to the greenhouse gas model? You get more capture of the incoming energy and more of the outgoing energy. This is energy that is captured and retained by the atmosphere. Well, how does this happen? Well, using CO2 as an example, as the gas increases, these energy windows close up, and thus more energy is captured by the gas. So, what does more energy mean? Well, more energy available to the atmosphere means it will amp up what the atmosphere does. It's known as weather. It can mean more wind, more cold, more powerful hurricanes, not just more heat. Okay, this is not a new theory. It did not start with Al Gore. See here, I'm showing some of the images that came out of a textbook copyright 1988. There was no talk of global warming then. In any case, I challenge any critic to dispute any specific issue, not just some vague generalities. I don't mind because there is no way you can beat me. I will give you a checkmate no matter what you say because this is not disputable. It's just common sense.